Okay, it's way past my bedtime. It is 3:35 a.m. and I've had a long mofo day. Did challenge my friend in Texas that I would start my YouTube channel. That day we had a challenge. Unfortunately, she failed the challenge as well. I presented the challenge to her because we all were getting older, and for some reason the world, including young people these days, seem to have a lot of gumption about what they're going to do, what they want to do, what they say they're going to do, what they dream about doing. And for some reason we're just not getting to it. So I noticed it about myself. I noticed it about some of my family members, friends, starting to think they put something in the water. So when I was talking to my friend in Texas, I have been thinking about doing a YouTube channel for a while. I think she said she had too. Maybe I was thinking more about myself at the time. But we talked about it. She agreed it was a good idea. We both are mature. We've been through life a little bit. We got stuff to talk about. We don't know anything about YouTube as far as doing videos or anything. But it occurred to me after I hung up with her, why aren't we making more plans to do it? Neither one of us are going to be any good until we start. It's like going to the gym. You can't just decide to go to the gym one day and be good at, doing them squats. Ooh, doing them push-ups, 500 push-ups. Let's do it. No, nobody just does it. No, you go to the gym first and get a membership or invite or whatever. Then you do a couple of push-ups and you feel silly and stupid. And you do a couple weights here and a little bit there. Maybe you get into the pool if you got one of those memberships. And you go back a couple more times and you do it every day, and you fumble around. You get sore. Start looking at your diet. You improve a little this, improve a little bit of that. But in the past, when I've done this, within 3 months, I'm a beast. I'm doing stuff I never, ever thought I could do 3 months prior. And lifting weights, coming to the gym, all right, I'm a monster. But I'm not feeling comfortable talking to myself in my bedroom, alone, talking to a piece of machinery. I don't know what's going on. It's I'm in a hotel room. That's another story. But I got back to my friend and I said, you know what? Let's not plan. I got a challenge for you if you want to accept it. Let's start our YouTube channel today. Today. You got to put up a 5-minute video. You got to put up one 5-minute video talking about any old thing you want, anything in the world. And you'd think somebody around our age would have something to talk about for 5 minutes. I'm going to jibber-jabber on the phone all day long. So, long story short, she got the cooking in the kitchen. She didn't do it. I didn't talk to her today, so I don't know what she did today. I got busy myself, went through my day like everybody else, stayed up way too late, having Netflix here steal my time with some cool movies, I gotta say. This one's called Harold and the Purple Crayon. It's a child's coloring book thing, but it's a cool little lesson. You gotta watch it to the end. It's nice. PG rated too, so you can share it with your kids or your grandkids. But very fun, very creative. Getting back to the point, this is my first 5-minute video. This is my first professional YouTube video. Hope you like it. I don't think anybody's going to see it for a long, long time because I'm not going to be popular, if ever, for a long, long time. So, might as well have some fun. Might as well take a look. Probably looking at the wrong part of the phone here. Anyway, according to this timer here, I got on about a few more seconds. So, what's my lesson for the day? My lesson. This was for me. Well, I showed up late for work today again, as usual. And because I did, they've moved my setup. They moved my setup to a crappy area. And I lost a lot of money. But I got to own that. that's being held accountable. I am mad that they did it. They shouldn't have done it. They'd have a good reason to do it. It cost them money, it cost me money, it cost everybody everything. But it's what it is. Time had already passed. There's nothing I could do about it except try to learn that lesson and go to the next day. In the meantime, I didn't take it to heart. It was mostly my phone. And had some good times with the customers. Helped some people out, made some people happy, made some kids happy. Free smoothies, that kind of thing. We'll talk about that in the future. Something occurred to me in my experience in this store. Customer mistreated me poorly. Disrespectful, interruptive, bullying. You know how some of these customers are in retail. If you ever worked at a restaurant as a waiter, waitress, worked in retail, you know how some of these customers can be. Give me everything. Serve me. I'm the most important person. My mama used to call me a queen. My daddy used to call me a king. Oh, I'm the SHI, you know. So I'm trying to keep my language good on YouTube here. I think that's one of the rules. So I had just gotten done talking to my friend in Texas about how the younger generation and a lot of our generation now don't seem to take work seriously. We don't take pride in our work. We don't want to, arrive on time. We don't want to struggle, this and that. Now, I'm a little bit of a different generation and a different breed. I come from West Virginia. We work hard. We work long. It's just kind of bred into us. Maybe it's the old Irish blood. I don't know. But we were talking about how things have changed greatly in the workforce. But then this happened to me, that I got this disrespectful customer. And with tact and diplomacy, I gently put him in his place. Not so much put him in his place, but I let him know that my place was not under him. So he demanded this and that out of me, and I told him, this is the way we do our show. And I'm going to get to all the information as I'm going, but I do have a presentation. So if you forgive me, I'm going to continue with my presentation now. He went on and on, demanding about what he wanted, and this and that, and the price, and do that. And I'm going to tell you, it's this, it's that, et cetera, et cetera. Just let me get to that. He kept, almost, now getting infuriated. This person's not doing everything I need him to do. He's not bending over. No, I'm not. I'm an old man. I don't put up with that. I've been doing that my whole life. Worked in the service industry, been in sales my whole life. My bending over days are over. And my mom, she's too old to be bossing me around too. So guess what? You're going to have to wait your turn or get in line or whatever. So I told him, you know what, sir? You'd be welcome. More than happy. I'll be more than happy to serve you when you come back, when you got more time. Yeah, that might have seemed like a butthead move on my part, but is what it is. I make everybody else happy. But if you get in my face and try to demand all these things, well, that's another question. So getting back to the point, it occurred to me after the occurrence, and then he brought over a supervisor to put me in my place, threatened me, threatened my job, all kinds of stuff. And she told me in no uncertain terms, in my words, you're supposed to bend over for the customer. You're supposed to do everything they say, blah, blah, blah. And if he asks you for this, you got to do it, and blah, blah, blah. And that's not the way we do our show. I'm kind of like on stage. I'm doing my thing. And it's for the public, of course. It's not for me. I mean, it is for me, but it's for everybody. Not just one guy that comes up and wants to run it his way. So I explained to the supervisor, well, he was very abusive. He was disruptive. He interrupted me about 4 or 5 times, and he was just bullying the whole show. And I was like, that's not how we do things. And he was being disrespectful. And frankly, though I'm in the position of servitude and trying to please the public, my job is to serve you, not to obey you. My job is to serve you. not to obey you. So she basically told me, oh, it doesn't matter if he abuses you. He's a member. He's a member of the store. He's a customer. You're supposed to, put up with everything, no matter what he does. And if there's a really big issue, you can walk away or come get one of us. I'm like, well, why should I take it to that level? Why don't I just ask him to be, respectful with me? Which I think everybody should. I'm here in America. These people are too entitled these days. It's like, you got to be respectful to everybody. Be respectful to the janitor. Be respectful to the busboy. Be respectful to me. Be respectful to your elders. Have some just general decent respect and give everybody a little taste of integrity. Act with integrity. Well, he wasn't. So after this, I pondered it and I thought, you know what? I was abused by a customer, disrespected repeatedly, didn't put up with it, and in my way of doing it, in the most diplomatic way possible, put him in his place, blah, 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 or at least let him know I'm not going to be under him. And then when the supervisor comes by, tells me, oh yeah, you got to put up with his abuse and you got to do all this. And I'm like, This is why corporate America is not being respected by employees anymore. Corporate America employees don't care about their bosses. They don't care about their jobs. They don't care about the customers anymore. They don't have any integrity or a sense of servitude or a sense of pride in doing their job because they're not appreciated. That's sad. I take great pride in my work. I take pride in being under the other people in terms of my necessity as that job of serving people. If you're a busboy, you're supposed to clean up after people. That's your job. Take pride in it. Clean the tables well. Don't make a bunch of noise with the dishes. Take them back, put them where they go. Give them to whoever's doing the dishwashing. That's your job until you got a better position in life. Well, I'm not an engineer. I'm a salesperson. I have been my whole life. But I serve with integrity. I never sell anything that somebody doesn't want or need, especially when they, even to the point that they do want it, and I don't think they really do, or they need it. So I'll tell them. But it occurred to me, yes, this is in defense of the American worker. This is one of the reasons people do walk off of jobs. This is one of the reasons there are protests, which I generally don't agree with. But, you got to be appreciative somebody give you a job. They're serving your family, putting food on your table. But, yeah, it gave me another side of things. So anyway, this is my first professional video. I have no idea what I'm doing. I didn't curse during the first one here. Gotta give me a little like on that one. Okay, friend in Texas, you know your name. Come give me a like now. I'll send you this. All right. It's way too late. It is like almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's see if I can get this posted.